Okay, changing a contract of employment in Ireland. Many small business owners currently need to try to change the contracts of employment that they have in place for various employees for various reasons, primarily because of the downturn in the economy and the need to try to reduce costs as much as possible. The principle or cardinal rule that you must bear in mind as an employer is that the contract of employment is like any other contract. It cannot be changed unilaterally. In other words, you cannot simply impose changes on your employee. Agreement of both parties is absolutely vital. It's important to recognize, though, whether you're looking to change a work practice or change a fundamental term of the employment contract. Work practice change is permissible. However, in Ireland it is actually difficult, very difficult, to get a clear definition of what is considered to be a work practice or work practice change versus a change of a term of the contract, and a lot of these cases tend to be decided on the particular facts of the cases. Most contracts will also contain a contractual right to vary the contract. However, this right can only be exercised by the employer reasonably. The test is really whether the change that's being sought is reasonable and necessary for the business. The role of trade unions then in terms of changing contracts. Well, trade unions can negotiate change on behalf of their members, and those changes will be impactful and will have necessary effect, as it were, on members. However, if employees have made it clear beforehand that they will not be bound by the change, that they are not happy to be represented by the unions in the negotiation, then they won't be bound. Another important aspect of changing a contract is to do with the employee and whether he or she cooperates or acquiesces. There's a big difference. An employee can be held to have acquiesced to the change of the contract if he or she does not object to the change. However, he or she could also argue that they were merely being cooperative, in which case the employee may win any dispute that arises then. So from an employer's perspective, the important thing is that you give notice beforehand of any proposed change to the employee. There are many problems that can occur for employers in Ireland. The employment law legislation is quite extensive and it's quite dense and impenetrable in many ways. As an employer, you can be caught badly by claims from employees under various pieces of legislation, or you can fall foul of NERA inspections. I've done up a free employment law report on my website businessandlegal.ie. It's called 16 Costly Employment Law Mistakes Most Businesses Make, and it will give you a very good steer into the 7 fundamental areas that you really need to address if you're not to fall foul of either your employees or NERA. The report is free, there's no obligation whatsoever. If you have any queries then about employment contracts, staff handbooks, disciplinary procedures, grievance procedures, or any other necessary documentation that you need, you can contact me through the email info@businessandlegal.ie. Thank you for watching.